Bark, bark.
Mathman, your mission is to decide if the forthcoming statements are true or false. If a statement is true, eat the letter T. If it is false, eat the letter F. You will have until the count of 7 to make your decision. And beware the testy Mr. Glitch.
How wonderful to be here.
He will eat you if you are wrong.
Mathman, 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 Mathman.
Right.
True or false? Math is no more than applying rules.
Yeah. True or false?
What? It's a lot more. It involves thinking and reasoning and calculating and...
Don't preach. True or false?
False!
Called it pretty close, Matho.
Yee-hee-hee! Mathman, 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 Mathman.
Use your head.
Mathman, 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 Mathman.
True or false? There's only one way to solve a math problem.
And just answer the question.
There are often many ways to solve a math problem. More ways than you can shake a stick at. But you have to think about it. Puzzle it out. Use your noodle.
Math problems have only one solution. True or false?
False!
Oh, you can't.
Mathman, 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 Mathman.
True or false? If you don't find an answer right away, quit.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
No.
You don't quit if an answer doesn't come right away. Sometimes math is hard work.
I don't know.
Draw a picture. Make a chart. Work backwards. Don't quit. The answer is false, but too late.
Mathman, 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 Mathman.
So now, you're gonna eat me up because I took too long to answer, aren't you?
Nope. I quit.
But I just told you, you shouldn't quit.
You're right. I'm glad we had this little chat.
Hi out there, Dick and Vern here again to remind you that in just a couple of ticks we'll be watching Close Call, the game show about estimation. You like Close Call, Vern?
I guess so.
You guess so?
Sure, get it? Estimation, guessing, they're the same thing, aren't they?
Not at all. Estimation is much more than guessing. It's reaching a conclusion based on observation using a referent and experience. You might call it an educated guess.
And I might not.
Watch Close Call and learn to estimate.
Well,
Gonna watch it?
I guess so.
Tomorrow night, thousands of screaming fans are expected for the return concert of that legendary rock group, The Why, who will be performing at Nassau Coliseum on Long Island. This is a seating plan for Nassau Coliseum. Now, if this blue section holds 2,767 seats, how many seats are there in the entire Coliseum? You'll have to estimate. Our studio audience has. Think about it. Wow.
What a great crowd!
What a group, huh? What a group.
Reggie, the theme for today's show is great rock and roll legends. And let's give a big, warm welcome to the fabulous bass player of The Why, MCA! All So, MCA, now you're expecting a sold-out house tomorrow. tomorrow?
Absolutely every seat will be taken, definitely.
Oh, he's so great. Now, we're about to find out how many seats there are altogether. Let's welcome the member of our studio audience whose estimate came closest to the exact number of seats in the entire arena.
Can't wait.
Jenny Wiggins, come on down!
Jenny!
Congratulations. I want you to meet our other two contestants, William Swatis.
Hiya, William.
All right. And Abigail Leifster. Good luck, everybody. Now, we're awarding you points based on how close your estimate is to the actual number of seats in the entire arena. So, MCA, how many are there?
16,900, which just happens to be my lucky number.
What a coincidence.
Let's see how we did. William, what did you estimate? You estimated 14,000 seats. You get 30 points for that estimate. You're off to a great start. All right. Abigail, what did you estimate? 12,000 seats. You get also 30 points for that. Terrific. And Jenny, your estimate, remember, was the closest from our entire studio audience. What did you estimate? You had 18,000 seats. All right. Excellent. You get 40 points to start off this game. We're off to a great start.
Great start.
All right.
Okay, gang. Now, you know, our theme for today is legendary rock groups. And who can be more legendary than the Fab Four themselves, the Beatles? Hear that? The Beatles hit the scene in the 1960s, and today they are still very, very popular. Now, we don't have any of the Beatles here, but we do have two of their lifetime fanatics. Please, let's welcome Songbird and Birdbrain.
Cool, man. How you doing? All right. Hey, all right. Hey. Whoa.
Hey,
All right.
dig your beads, Birdbrain.
Oh, dude, thanks a lot. You know, Paul gave these to me, man.
Those are Paul McCartney's beads?
Oh, no way. Oh, dude, I wish. Whoa. No, you know who gave this to me?
Oh.
Paul Schmidt, man.
Oh.
Yeah, you know Paul Schmidt. Whoa.
I thought you were bringing us Paul McCartney's beads,
Oh,
Reg.
sorry.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Well, let's get on with the game.
All right.
Now, our task at hand is to estimate how many beads there are on Birdbrain's string. Here you go, Songbird.
Wow.
Now, we know that there are
77.
77 beads on Songbird's string. How many beads are there on Birdbrain's string? You have to estimate, think about it, and then write your estimates down.
Go ahead, Reg.
Oh, well, what happened to me? Cool.
Let's see how our estimators did. William,
I estimated about 400 beads.
400 beads. Okay, sounds good to me. Abigail,
I estimated 640 beads.
640 beads. And Jenny,
I estimated 250 beads.
250 beads. Reggie, how close are we?
Well, Louisa, the number of beads on Birdbrain's string is in the estimator along with a whole range of other possibilities. Audience, tell us what you think. Hit it.
Okay, let's see how we did here. William, you estimated 400 beads. You get 30 points for that, for a total of 60 points.
Right.
Abigail, you estimated 640 beads. You get 10 points, for a total of 40 points as well.
Oh, cool.
All right, very good.
Cool, man.
Jenny, you estimated 250 beads. You get 30 points for that estimate, for 70 points. All right. Now, you know, Reg, I think probably the greatest performer in the history of rock and roll.
Little Richard.
Yeah, he's pretty big, but no, Elvis Presley. I mean, the king. Has to be. And there are a lot of people who make great careers out of impersonating the king. On our show, let's give him a big hand. We have a fabulous impersonator, Elliot Erzat. Let's give him a big hand. All right. Hi, Elliot. Let me ask you, what's one of the best things about impersonating Elvis?
Well, the best thing is being able to be on great television shows, not unlike Square One TV. Thank you very much.
Anything else?
Oh, yeah, a lot of things. Second, it allows me to get through life without working and make a pretty decent living without any discernible talent. Yeah!
Elliot.
Thank you.
I noticed there's some writing on your jacket.
Oh, yeah, I guess the dry cleaners did that.
Gosh, it says Elvis lives, and it's all embroidered in sequins. Hey, do you know how many sequins there are in the entire phrase?
I'll give you a little hint, little lady. I happen to know that there are 58 sequins in the capital E. As in Elvis.
Okay, contestants, get ready to estimate. If there are 58 sequins in the capital E of Elvis, how many sequins are there in the entire phrase Elvis lives? Think about it, then write your answers down.
Okay, estimators, let's see what we have here. William.
I estimated about 500 beats.
500 sequins, okay, very good. Abigail?
I estimated around 450 sequins.
Okay, 450 sequins. And Jenny?
I estimated 400 sequins.
400 sequins. Reggie, how did we do here?
Gee, I don't know. Elliot, how many sequins are there?
There happen to be exactly 307 sequins.
307 sequins! William, you estimated 500 sequins. You get 10 points for that for a total of 70 points. Very good, sir. Abigail, you estimated 450 sequins. You also get 10 points for a total of 50 points. All right. Jenny, you estimated 400 sequins. You get 20 points for that estimate for a grand total of 90 points.
Our champion wins this beautiful Square One TV jacket. You'll be the envy of all your friends who will want to borrow it to go estimating in. And the still sensational Square One watch, as well as a gift certificate for sneakers. Our runners-up will take home this trendy Sport Jester gym bag and this solar-powered hologram laser calculator. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Elvis. Thank you, contestants.
And we'll see you around on Closed Door.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Thursday, 9:43 a.m., and New York football fanatics were looking forward to the upcoming NFL draft. The Jets and the Giants were both vying for the same athlete, a 6-foot 4-inch, 220-pound 7th grader from Lookout Below, Oklahoma. I was working the day watch out of Mathnet. The skipper is Joe Greco. My partner is George Franklin. My name is Tuesday. I'm a mathematician. The case we were working on taught me more about mailing lists and marketing and junk mail than I wanted to know. A number of bizarre burglaries had taken place in the greater New York metropolitan area over the past few weeks, and we had to figure out who was behind them. A group of young, overbearing, greedy, upwardly mobile, rude twerps, yogurts, were being ripped off. Unusual items were swiped, i.e.
The talking golf ball. What is a talking golf ball?
Oh, it was a pip. It's electronic, and it tells you how far you hit it. Gee, you really smacked me. 200 yards.
So have.
Next, we learned a group of MARPs, middle-aged rich people, were hit while they were out of town in Atlantic City. Then we found other groups were being hit, and Benny Pill did some checking.
Hi, Benny. Any luck?
Maybe. I talked with some of the victims going back as far as 3 months ago. One pattern holds true. They were all out of town when their apartments were robbed.
Were they all either in the Poconos or Atlantic City?
No, none of them were.
So,
Finally, we traced a pattern, a link to all the many groups who were being ripped off. They were all invited out of town to a weekend retreat through invitations in the mail, and that mail all came from one spot, the Bayonne Car RT Sort Company. The president of the company looked like our main suspect, so we brought her in. Then she, well, disappeared.
can I help you?
Ms. Privacy, if I may say, you're not very good at escaping.
I'm not trying to escape. I'm trying to prove I'm innocent.
We believed her, needed her help, and took her on a stakeout with us where we hoped to trap the real perp. And we did.
Okay, friend. Nice and easy now. Put your hands up.
I can't. I'm loaded with stolen property.
Put it down and then put your hands up.
Hold it, Bob.
Your shoes untied?
No, it's not.
Let's go downtown, alleged perpetrator.
I'm glad they've got you so I can go home.
My pleasure.
George? George, we've got some bad news.
Oh, hi, Pat. I didn't see it.
When are the other guests arriving?
Oh, this. I didn't get a chance to eat much before I left home. Stopped downstairs.
Uh-huh.
You said there's some bad news?
The guy we caught last night
What about him?
says he was just taking orders from somebody else.
They all say that, Pat.
That's true, at least in this case.
Ma'am?
The other two crooks said the same thing. They swear they got their instructions in the mail as to which apartments to rob.
Come on, Pat. You don't believe that. That's the oldest ploy in the book. The devil made me do it.
They all gave the same story. They say they got instructions in their mailboxes, committed the burglaries, and were paid cash money for their efforts, also put in their mailboxes.
So what does that mean?
It means I.O. Privacy is still our primary suspect. She's the only person who knew when all the events were going to take place.
Then we'll just ask the robbers to ID I.O. Privacy.
We have, and they won't.
Or can't.
Right. I've asked Sergeant Corporal Abruzzi to bring up the guy we caught last night. Maybe we can learn something from him.
It's the mug you wanted, Pat. Thug. The name is Thug, not Mug.
Have it your own way.
Mr. Thug, you say you got specific instructions as to which apartments to burgle.
Yep, that's how it went down.
So you would rob the apartments.
Right. Anywheres from 2 to 8 per night.
And then?
Load it up in a large van that I always kept parked outside and drive it to a train station up north. Croton-on-Hudson.
Then what?
Then I'd leave it there in the parking lot. I'd get on the train right back to Manhattan and wait to get paid.
When would that be?
Monday. Money was always in my mailbox on Monday. Cash. Then I'd get another assignment, and it would happen all over again. It was a full life.
Corporal Abruzzi, will you take Thug back to his cell?
You gonna eat them sausages?
Yes.
You gonna eat them sausages? I got first dibs.
Oh, yeah.
Mathnet, Tuesday. Hi, Benny. What'd you find? You sure? Okay, come on in.
Benny?
Uh-huh. He's run a thorough check on everyone at Bayonne Car RT Sort. They're all clean.
Even Miss Privacy?
Uh-huh. But it's just gotta be Miss Privacy. She had the list.
But, Pat, she looked him straight in the eye at the stakeout, and he didn't show the slightest hint of recognition.
I know. I know.
Mathnet, frankly. Oh, yes, Miss Privacy. We were just talking about you. Were your ears... What? I see. We'll be right there.
What's wrong?
Well, things are starting to make a little more sense.
Oh?
Miss Privacy has been hacked.
She's been what?
Hacked. Someone broke into her computer file 2 days ago. Someone had access to her information.
Card?
Let's roll.
George.
I feel such the fool. I should have thought of this eons ago. What? I should have checked my master list to make sure no one from the outside had looked at it.
You can tell?
Indeed, I can. Look, 11:43 p.m., Tuesday night.
Someone entered the system from outside?
Yes.
Son of a gun. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse.
Miss Privacy, let's check on the other 6 events to see if...
I have Ms. Tuesday, and each of them was hacked just before the event took place.
How come you didn't notice this before?
It doesn't show up automatically. You have to look for it, and since I keep my system protected, it never occurred to me.
Well, do you know who did the hacking?
There's the hacker's phone number.
Shall I ring him up? Guess who our hacker is, Pat?
I don't know. Whom?
Who?
One of these days, George.
The person who answered the phone said, "Good morning, Poconos Paradise."
J. Thurlow Muck. Again? Benny, call the Pennsylvania State Police on the radio and have them meet us at Mr. Muck's office.
You got it.
I think I know how he did it, Ms. Tuesday.
How? You said no one but you had access.
The list was protected.
It was. And the master list had a secret code that only I knew, or so I thought.
What do you mean?
Mr. Muck had access to the computer by a telephone hookup.
A modem?
Yes. He must have deciphered my code, gotten into the master list, planned the burglaries.
And he was always in the Poconos when the crimes occurred. He had a perfect alibi.
Not perfect, Pat. Not by a long shot.
Good afternoon, Mr. Muck.
Hello, welcome to Paradise. Look, Adam and Eve...
Gideon.
No, you're not expected until Saturday.
We won't be here Saturday, Mr. Muck, but then...
Neither will you. And we're not Adam and Eve, Gideon.
You're not?
I'm Pat Tuesday, and this is my partner, George.
Frankly,
Mathnet.
And who, pray tell, are your little friends?
Benny Pill and Ms. I.O. Privacy.
Privacy? The woman who owns the Bayonne car RT sort?
The very same. The woman whose computer file you have pilfered.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But you will, Mr. Muck. They're going to place you under arrest.
Arrest for what?
Looks as though you've stolen information from Ms. Privacy and have been running one of the most ingenious burglary schemes these tired old eyes have ever encountered.
Are you sure you can't make it this weekend? I think you are both badly in need of arrest.
Shouldn't someone read him his rights?
And who was I supposed to have robbed and when?
A number of people from New York.
On 6 distinct and separate weekends, including a hit last night.
But I was here last night, and I'm always here on weekends.
Oh, you didn't personally do it.
You wouldn't want to get your Poconos pinkies dirty.
No, you were much too smart for that.
You hired 3 henchmen to do your bidding for you.
And after they had committed the burglaries... What did you say, Miss Privacy?
I said he hired 3 henchmen to do his...
How did you know that, Miss Privacy?
How did I know that? I was with you, remember?
You were with us when we caught 1 burglar, Miss Privacy.
Not 3. How did you know there were 3 burglars?
I must have read it in the papers.
That information hasn't been released, Miss Privacy. Care to fess up?
All right. You got me. I set up the burglary scheme.
And when you felt the heat, you let us capture your minions.
There was no time to call it off because you made me go on that dumb stakeout. When you caught my henchmen, I knew they couldn't identify me, so I thought you'd stop looking.
But it didn't work. did it, Ms. Privacy?
Obviously not. And when we kept looking for a solution to this problem, you threw suspicion on J. Thurlow Muck.
You hacked your own list and entered Mr. Muck's phone number so we would think he did it.
Yes, I thought it made sense. He's the only one of my clients with a modem. He could have done it. Besides, he's such a schlocky realtor.
Shall I?
Why not?
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right
Oh,
to
Miss
remain
Privacy. When you get out, you think you might be interested in a 3-bedroom split-level cabin with a cell-shaped tub?
You have the right to an attorney.
Miss Privacy, just out of curiosity, what does I.O. stand for?
Invasion of...
Of course.
Invasion of Privacy and her hoodlums were tried in Manhattan criminal court in and for the city of New York. They were convicted of a 140.10 criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, a 140.20 burglary in the 3rd degree, and a 105.15 conspiracy in the 2nd degree. They are now spending a great deal of time away from society in a prison database.
% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop.